And that's really the problem when you have people like this who are so delusional and hopping on. God damn, get off of him, bro.
Hey guys, I do apologize for using a text-to-speech voice instead of my normal voice for this video, but given that I just got done making another long-ass commentary video, I kinda wanted to give my voice a rest for a bit. Anyways, whenever I do commentary videos on shitty people, I normally cover people that tend to be annoying pests that just will not quit coming after my throat. And in the case of Nashies, that's exactly the kind of person that we're dealing with in today's video. Now if you don't know who Nashies is, he's a decently sized content creator with around 1,250 subscribers, that specializes in making content centered on the popular internet animated series, Battle for Dream Island. Nashies also owns a popular Discord server with over 300 members at the time of me editing this video. Needless to say, Nashies has only used both of his platforms to hurt people for his amusement, and it's actually to the point where you can argue that Nashies is by far the worst person I've covered on this channel. Now I'll be completely honest, I wasn't even thinking of making a video on Nashies whatsoever, given that I've been trying so hard to stay out of the situation itself for as long as possible. But sadly, lately Nashies has decided to make multiple attempts trying to throw me under the bus just because I was friends with Zay and was associated with Zay's community, and it's to the point where I literally have no choice but to make this video. Now while I can't say that I've never brought up the situation before on this channel, as in some of my previous commentary videos featuring Zay on this channel, Zay would briefly bring up the Nashies situation during his segments of the videos he was featured in.
There was also another person named Nashies who did the same thing, but I'm not really gonna talk about who Nashies really is, because I mean, if you haven't seen my exposure video, please check it out.
I never thought the whole drama was a huge priority, given that for a while, I was never really one of Nashies' main targets. That was until recently, when Nashies began tagging me in posts going after my ass solely for being associated with Zay's community. He's been going after me even as recently as just a day after I'm editing this video, despite the fact that a bit before Nashies decided to go and tag me in another post antagonizing me and other people from Zay's community. I actually left Zay's community for reasons tied to the level of toxicity in Zay's community. But I guess to Nashies, just being friends with Zay while not even being in his community is still enough to be a main target, even despite myself not even calling Nashies out a single time before this video. So all I'm going to say is that Nashies wanted to fuck around, and is now about to find out. I decided to do some research on Nashies to see what kind of degeneracy did Nashies do, and it turned out that Nashies was a lot more sinister than I actually thought, to the point where instead of asking what did Nashies do, the better question would be, what didn't Nashies do? Nashies did so much fucked up shit that I don't think I'll be able to go through and narrate and cover every bit of online degeneracy that he has committed whilst only being 16 years old. So instead, I'll just showcase every bit of evidence of Nashies committing acts of online degeneracy, while also specifying what kind of online degeneracy is Nashies doing within said pieces of evidence. Just a quick warning, a lot of the content depicting Nashies committing harmful acts of online degeneracy may be considered disturbing and uncomfortable to some viewers, so viewer discretion is advised. And with that out of the way, here are all of the acts of online degeneracy that Nashies has committed during his time on the internet. Yeah, as you can tell, the situation surrounding Nashies is a lot more fucked up than it seems to be on the surface, and the number of victims that were negatively affected by Nashies is so big that it's rather alarming. What's worse is that even despite all of the screenshots and pieces of evidence that I've shown, I still feel like I'm only scratching the surface of all of the terrible things that Nashies has done. I mean shit, there's also the fact that Nashies made a whole ass alt account on YouTube, where he began attacking people by distributing videos containing gore and NSFW-related content in an effort to traumatize more victims. I can't even begin to describe how evil this kind of shit is, and the fact that only a mentally deranged psychopath would actually do shit like this. And honestly, in the case of Nashies, Nashies really does fit the description of an evil megalomaniac whose only purpose is to hurt people. Nashies too could also fit the description of a pathetic and laughable piece of shit in general, given that Nashies also does have a tendency to resort to role-playing in the middle of drama. I'm not sure if this is just a case of him proving how mentally deranged he is, or a case of him just being a lolcow, but either way you could make valid arguments for both. Then there's also the endless amount of harassment and bullying that Nashies has been doing towards various people on YouTube, of which there's so many instances of him doing this kind of shit to the point where I could also make a whole ass video just documenting his history of online harassment towards others. And finally, there's the allegations of Nashies nuking an innocent Discord user's server. All for, apparently, having anger issues. If that isn't the most ridiculous excuse ever made, then I don't know what is. I think you all can see why I had to state that I was only scratching the surface of what Nashies had truly done during his time on the internet, as the list of acts of degeneracy that Nashies has done is so big that it makes me worried about his current mental state and well-being. The worst part, however, is that Nashies has no remorse or shame for his actions. He has made multiple public apologies in the past, but all of them were only made so that he could make the haters go away for good. Nashies never was sorry for any of the terrible shit that he did, and he still has no remorse, no resentment, and no shame for what he's done. This is not just sickening, this is just evil, and that's not an exaggeration. Nashies is a psychotic individual that you all need to stay far away from. He has done so much immoral and illegal online degeneracy to the point where he's far from redemption. If you come across any of Nashies' accounts, block them and report them immediately. Do not interact with him under any circumstance, otherwise you too may end up being victimized by him as a result. Anyways, that's all I'm going to say about Nashies in this video. This video will be the only time I will publicly talk about Nashies at all, because given how he's infamous for attacking and harassing people that call him out on his bullshit, making a response video on Nashies just isn't worth it. That is, if Nashies does decide to respond to my video, of which I doubt he will. Besides, like I said earlier in this video, I only made this video just because Nashies wouldn't stop talking shit about me publicly, even despite the fact that I've never interacted with Nashies, or have publicly talked about him before this video. If Nashies does respond to my video, then that's his choice. I really don't care what he has to say about me, given that everything I said about him in this video is factual, as well as the fact that his reputation is already fucked, and by the age of 16 too, which is crazy. But yeah, if Nashies does respond to this video, don't expect a response video from me unless if his response is so bad to the point where it can actually be harmful to someone's reputation. Also, one last thing before I end this video. I do want to thank Zay and all of the people who worked on making the Nashies expose document, for providing me with the screenshots and evidence needed for this video. The expose document on Nashies provides a lot more context and information as to all of the degenerate actions that Nashies has done, so if any of you are interested in learning more about the Nashies situation, I'll leave a link to the Nashies expose document in the description of this video. Anyways, that'll be it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please make sure to hit the like button, and if you're new here, subscribe to the channel so you won't miss out on any new videos uploaded to the channel. And with that, this is Tyler TV, signing off. Stay safe, and have a great day everyone.